Okay, everyone, it's time to put on your listening ears, thinking caps, and laughing shoes. It's time for the Doc and Amy Show, with your sweethearts of the airwaves who agree to disagree, well, sometimes. Take it away, Doc and Amy.
Do you feel blame? No. Feel rich?
Oh, yeah.
Are you mad? Do you feel like Woods Bob Rough Venice? Get Venice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What
kind of crap?
All right, there we go again with Charles Manson bringing in another show of the Doc and Amy Show. We welcome you to another edition of this frivolity. It is 5 o'clock. You can join us if you call 856-227-1360 or 1360, as Amy would have me say. And you can also follow us on Twitter. You can tweet us at the Doc and Amy Show.
At Doc and Amy Show.
Shh. Okay. I always get that wrong. I don't know why, because I don't twit. No. We have our complement of players here today. Amy, hello. How are you?
Hi. Oh, thanks. I'm a player. Yo, I'm a player.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm a player. All up in here.
If you were any white,
I'd be a marshmallow.
the kids would be building you in the yard. We have John with us. Hello, John. How are you?
Doing good. How about you guys?
We are doing fabulous. We have had a great Thanksgiving. I trust everyone else did as well. And today is the official transition from the long Thanksgiving weekend into the Christmas season. The Doc and Amy Show rings that in, much in the same fashion that Dick Clark dropped his ball to bring a new year in. So, or whatever.
Okay.
You are in the throes of making that transition from the Thanksgiving, where we all gave thanks for whatever it was, and we're going to bring in the Christmas season and start talking about Santa Claus and goodwill toward men.
It seems to me, and I kind of touched on this last week, that it's not really about Thanksgiving anymore. It's about Black Friday.
Right.
And it's about Thanksgiving, I think, in the next decade or so, is no longer going to be called Thanksgiving. It's going to be called Black Friday Eve.
You could be right.
Because it's all about, I mean, I didn't go shopping, but I have been stalking the cyber deals.
Mm.
Looking and stalking and hoping.
I've been stalking some cyber
And
stuff.
clicking.
Clicking.
I've been clicking a lot.
You know,
So,
next week I will have a soon-to-be traditional Christmas carol prepared of my own authorship about the digital age of Christmas. So, I'll work on that.
Okay.
We do have some special things happening today. We are going to have a guest who will be speaking to us from Indianapolis, Indiana. I'll give you some more lowdown on that. And you're welcome to call us as well. And I will remind you, it's 856-227-1360. And we'll be dealing with anything that you would like to bring up. So now Amy always has a delightful collection of things, and one of the things I like to do to get it out of the way, to get us off to a good start, is our ongoing tradition of what we call two people, one quote.
I'm always never ready for this.
Well, you've had a week, darling. I don't know what to tell you.
You just
I just spring it on
do
you.
it so early and spring it on me, and I'm just...
Well, if we just sit here and do hand shadows, I'm afraid that wouldn't make for good radio. So what we do, for those of you who may not be aware, Amy comes up with a quote, and she attributes it to two different potential authors, one being the true author, the other one made up, and John will have to guess to see which one is the actual author of the quote. Now, last week, Amy pulled ahead, I believe.
I did.
So she is one up on John. It's been an ongoing contest, and it's been going back and forth, and very exciting radio right here with the two people, one quote. So I'm going to have Amy take it away. These are going to be, John, to help a little, Thanksgiving-themed quotes, also all done by professional comics. Okay? So that's a little hint for you there.
Yeah.
So, Amy, take it away. Let's see how we do.
Okay, here we go. First one. We're having something a little different this year for Thanksgiving. Instead of a turkey, we're having a swan. You get more stuffing. Was that Johnny Carson or George Carlin?
Johnny Carson.
was actually George Carlin.
George Carlin. Okay, Amy pulls into an early lead with the one.
I wouldn't go
question
that far.
That is one of my top 6 favorite comedian Thanksgiving quotes right there.
There you go.
So we're gonna hear some more of those. Now get into this, John, because as always, this is going to be a hard fought win here for someone. Go ahead.
Okay. There's a lot of New York City Thanksgiving traditions. For example, a lot of New Yorkers don't buy the frozen Thanksgiving turkey. They prefer to buy the bird live and then push it in front of a subway train. Was that Dennis Miller or David Letterman?
Can you say the quote one more time?
There's a lot of New York City Thanksgiving traditions. For example, a lot of New Yorkers don't buy the frozen Thanksgiving turkey. They prefer to buy the bird live and then push it in front of a subway train.
And the choices were
Dennis Miller or David Letterman?
Dennis Miller.
It was actually David Letterman.
Oh, she is hot today, ladies and gentlemen. On a roll. That's 2 so far for Amy. We always play it out to 5. So, it's still anybody's game, John. So, shake it off.
You need a comeback.
There you go.
Yeah,
Take a
you
lap.
do. Okay, here we go. Last Thanksgiving, I shot my own turkey. It was fun. That shotgun going blam, blam. Everybody at the supermarket just staring. Why track them when I know where they are? Was it Stephen Wright or Kenny Rogerson?
Kenny Rogerson.
You're right.
It was.
It was.
All right, it was.
It was.
So now we have
So-
Amy with 2 and John with 1. It's still a tightly run competition.
Okay, here we go.
Go for it.
I celebrated Thanksgiving in the traditional way. I invited everyone in my neighborhood to my house. We had an enormous feast, and then I killed them and took their land. Was that Chris Rock or Jon Stewart?
Jon Stewart.
It was.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is awesome.
Oh,
This contest.
ouch.
It is a draw right now, 2-2. Very exciting. Now, this is going to be the deciding question.
It is.
I know we're all on the edge of our seats.
We are.
Drum roll. There we go. And,
Okay, here we go.
Have at it.
That was a lovely drum roll, by the way.
My hands were full.
Okay. Thanksgiving. When the Indians said, well, this has been fun, but we know you have a long voyage back to England. Was it Jerry Seinfeld or Jay Leno?
I'm going to say Jay Leno.
You're right.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have
Ouch.
in the 2 people, 1 quote series. We
are tied now.
Tied
Again.
That's very. Thank you, John.
It's almost like
exciting.
we planned this.
Well, we plan to do it. Other than that, everything else is off the cuff here. So, no, that's well done, John.
Thank you. I had a big comeback.
Yes, thank you very much.
Good job.
That was either applause or rain. I don't, thank you, darling. That was from a delightful compendium that I bought a
Compendium.
long time ago called The Comedy Thesaurus. I recommend it. It has 3,241 quips, quotes, and smart-ass remarks from comedians all over the place.
And Doc has memorized them all.
I have authored a few of them also. No, I'm not in that book, but whatever. Thank you very much, darling. That was good.
You're welcome.
We again, as we said, are transitioning from Thanksgiving officially into Christmas. That's going to be the job now of the Doc and Amy show. It's going to be the recognized pivotal moment, making that change from Thanksgiving to Christmas. So bear with us on that, and enjoy that transition. At the end of the show, we're going to officially mark the beginning of the Christmas season with our friend Todd Chappelle.
Yes. Well, I have to say that, as you know, Doc, I like to get her done. So
I beg your pardon?
I like to.
John, could you give us a minute here?
I want to enjoy the Christmas season. So
Okay.
last week we decorated outside, and I did some decorating in the house. And then this weekend on Friday we actually got our tree, put that up, and decorated it, and finished decorating the house.
Yes.
I'm also more than halfway done my Christmas shopping. So I just don't like waiting till the last minute to do everything.
Here's the question again. is it correct to say I'm halfway done my Christmas shopping or halfway done with my Christmas shopping? You're the grammarian.
I think either technically would be acceptable.
If you're
Done with-
if you're in this area, yes.
I think done is fine. I don't think you have to include the with. I think it's probably more correct to include the with.
It is. That's why I'm saying. What is the more correct?
With.
Yes.
But when you're
Because
from
you have to modify the.
south, you really should modify it.
Yes. So, for all of you out there, we're going to correct that little lapse in your grammar. Please use the word with.
Yeah, so I'm looking at T-shirts.
And if you're inviting someone to join you, you don't say, do you want to come with? Then you have to add another word.
Word at the
me
end.
or us.
Right.
Yes, we're just trying to help here.
We are. Well, I was on the internet today looking at some deals and stuff. And there's this really cool T-shirt site.
Uh-huh.
And one of the T-shirts says, this is all it says on it. It's black with white lettering. It says, I am silently correcting your grammar. I'm like, I really, really
would
want
be
that
you,
shirt.
yes.
No, they have some really funny shirts out there. So that's always a
Yes.
good Christmas gift. They have some good Griswold family Christmas shirts too.
The best graphic T-shirt, the first that I ever had was one that's, and it might have been a size too small. I don't know, but at the point of my physical development, that was appropriate at that time. And it said, "I don't get mad, I get even." And I wore that until it wasn't even a shirt anymore.
Oh my gosh, my dad had this shirt with this buzzard on it.
Uh-huh.
And it was like this charcoal gray, and it was like red and yellow. It almost had like Thanksgiving colors, and it was a buzzard, and it said, "I don't get mad, I get even." And I think by the time my mom threw it out, there was more of the shirt gone than there was
Right.
of the shirt left.
Yes.
Like he just kept. Whoa, sorry.
She just tore
Wow.
down half the studio. Oh my God. Yeah, your
He just
T-shirt,
kept wearing it.
Your T-shirt transitions from a T-shirt to just the choker.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, yeah.
Nothing left.
I was probably like 6 when she threw it out, but like it's permanently in my brain. I mean, that's how worn out and crappy this T-shirt was. Like, I'm sure we have a picture of it somewhere. With
My brother had one too, but it's not something I can relate.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
Yes.
Yeah. So with the with the shopping, it's always they have some really cool, really funny T-shirts out there, and there's about 12 of them I wanted to order.
I like the one I was going to get for you that had this, mathematic representation on there, this geometric thing, and it said, "Here's looking at Euclid." I like that.
There's probably about 3 people in the world who would laugh at that. Me and you were 2 of them. People are like, "What? What does that mean?" Anyway,
Well, one math teacher and 2 people who will laugh at anything.
exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah, my oldest son, he likes that kind of stuff, like
Yes.
that odd humor.
Yeah.
Like he really gets a kick out of
There
those
was
kind of
another one.
T-shirts.
I
There's so
showed
many
you
good ones.
The other one I had considered getting for you, but I am.
There's so many good shirts.
I wish I could remember. I can't. Anyway, so much about this shirt. We're gonna.
Yeah, really. We beat that to death.
Yes. And since we're adding words, I just added a letter. So you're welcome.
If anybody has any Black Friday tales to tell, call in 227-1360.
Yes, something horrific from Black Friday.
Anything.
Here in a moment, we are expecting a guest to give us a shout from Indianapolis. Let me I'll set that up when at the appropriate time. But we'd like to get a variety of folks and find out about things that are happening, things you may not really hear about in the mainstream media. So,
Oh yeah, we're so behind the scenes.
yes, we have an all-access pass to nothing. So,
Well, I have a little story.
all right,
This is kind of important, I think.
this is important.
It's pressing.
So, all of you out there who are listening, both of you, please pay attention. This is important.
There will be a quiz after the
Yes,
show.
this is the important part of the show.
Exactly.
The rest of it you can
you
take.
can just
yes.
ignore. Right.
Yes.
Okay. So apparently, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian, they had a press conference on Friday, and basically they signed the biggest endorsement deal in history.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. So at the press conference, they also announced that Kim's pregnant again.
Oh, jeez.
She's pregnant with a boy. Now, Kanye, he refused to give any details about the endorsement deal, but he did state the following about his future son. Kim, North, and I can't wait to meet North's brother, Pepsi One with Lime. So we know,
Just to keep from letting the cat out of the bag.
yeah, I mean, he won't. I'm pretty disappointed he won't release any details about this endorsement deal.
Well,
I'm dying to know,
we'll just
what
have
it's
to-
about, but
we'll just have to wait.
we'll just have to wait and see.
It would appear that we have a caller.
We do.
And I'm going to guess that this is our friend Devin Boyle, who works at Plat 99 in Indianapolis. And about Devin, I found this write-up in my December issue of GQ magazine, and it says, for the 7th straight year, the United States Bartenders Guild scoured the nation to find the most imaginative bartender. When the dust and garnish settled, 46 bartenders from across North America competed in the semifinals in Las Vegas, and our friend Devin Boyle was one of them, so we are going to speak with him about that. Devin, are you there?
Yeah.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
Oh, we are doing fantastic. I trust you had a nice Thanksgiving?
Yes, it was wonderful, actually. It was nice to have a day off.
Yes, I
Or
can.
it's just a little crazy. You never know when your next day off is going to be.
I have been there, so I can only imagine. And I do hail from Indiana.
That's what I heard.
Yes, a small town. It's probably not there anymore. So,
Now, Devin, you don't sound like you're from Indiana. That's a good thing.
Born and raised, yeah.
You
Really?
don't have the accent at all.
you can't really call it an accent. It's just an underdeveloped
Vocal
technique.
cords.
Yes, a non-grasp of the
No,
language.
you sound like you've
Yes,
have no accent.
We can already tell he's a very well-spoken gentleman, and
There we
that's
go.
why he was chosen to be a contestant there in Las Vegas. Now, tell us about the details of this competition, Devin.
Well, basically what they do is they set up a bunch of regionals. So there's 46 bartenders, so there were 46 regionals throughout the country. And you had multiple people competing at each regional, and then whoever won that was satellited into the Vegas competition. It was for Bombay Sapphire and GQ, so everyone made a cocktail, and it was a really cool experience, really.
I can only imagine. So, and I'm sure it was a great deal of fun. How long were you in Vegas?
I was there for about 3.5 days, which it was my first time in Vegas, and that's what everyone has told me. That's the limit. You don't want to be there long.
That's right.
I've actually gone a couple times and been there for a week, and it was a good time.
I went-
You need another vacation after you come home, though.
I went one time. I went to Vegas. I went to Las Vegas with $300, and after 3 days, I came home on a $150,000 bus. So, I don't.
Too bad.
So anyway, now your specific entry into this competition. Please tell us about your entry. The drink that you presented.
What was that? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I'm sorry. I'm just sometimes I just talk to myself. No, the drink that you competed with. I wanted to get some details on that so that we can have everybody salivating here.
Okay, so my cocktail that I did was a take on a classic, a classic cocktail called the Corpse Reviver, which is equal parts Lillet, which is an aperitif wine, lemon juice, gin, and Cointreau, so like a triple sec. Basically.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What I did was I switched it up a little bit, and I changed the ratios, but I went with Bombay because it was a Bombay competition. So Bombay Sapphire, Lillet, freshly squeezed lemon juice, and then I made a simple syrup out of toasted coriander, cinnamon, and cayenne pepper. And I came up with those because a lot of gins are very secretive about what their botanicals are.
Right.
But Bombay very proudly puts it all on the label, like these are the botanicals that go in.
Mm-hmm.
And so coriander and cinnamon are actually two of the botanicals they use to make Bombay Sapphire. So I wanted to put that in there just to kind of highlight those flavors.
Sure.
And then a little cayenne just to kind of play with things.
Oh, yeah.
So a little bit of heat.
Well, excellent. That
sounds awesome.
Sounds very tasty.
Because we love gin. That's like our favorite.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is a wonderful gin.
I have a pint of it right in front of me. Now, so is this something now that gets ordered a lot where you're bartending?
What's you're cutting out? I didn't hear you.
I'm sorry. This is that's somebody. The candle went out. Is this something that folks are now ordering a lot there and you're at Plat 99, I believe, right?
Yeah, we do. We are getting some people and like all the bartenders. We all do competitions, and people hear like, oh, you won this competition. I want this drink, or you won another competition. What's that drink? So I've been in 5 total competitions this year, and I've won 4 of them. I've been
Awesome.
pretty lucky.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So your next step, are you going to be like
In the
trying to
Olympics,
star
or-
in Cocktail 2? I mean, is that your next dream?
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I can make a cameo or something. They can put me in the back, or I can be, I don't know, someone throwing something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like make it an Olympic event, and then we can cheer you on.
Maybe one of these days it will be in the
absolutely.
Olympics. We'll see.
Now, one of the other things that, and I have done a short stint of bartending and bouncing, basically, in some bars there in Indiana. Do you have some specific tales of events that might have occurred in some places that you have tended bar that stand out, whether they be just oddball comments or riots or anything like that?
Riots.
What, that just kind of like stand out to me?
Yeah,
about
something
the
from your
industry
experience.
itself, or
Yes,
what?
from your all of your experiences in bartending, something that maybe.
Well, I guess I can't really highlight any specific moments. I mean, it's working in a bar, and I've worked in a handful of different bars. The one I work at now is a pretty nice cocktail
Yes,
bar.
yes.
But I've worked in some pretty divey situations and some pizza joints and stuff like that. So
There's always a
you
story.
never know. There's crazy stuff that happens in the bar industry.
Well, I have seen some things myself again, and I went to work for this one famous hotel chain, and they had, of course, the big meat market lounge disco place attached. And when I hired on as security, when I got there were 2 of us security guards and 2 uniformed policemen, and I was there 2 weeks, and it became just me. Now, I'm bouncing this fiasco of a club. To give you some idea, I'm not a big guy. So I'm about 5'5", if my posture is completely correct. And, it was quite the ordeal. I ended up intervening in a drug deal, taking a MAC-10 off of somebody and knives and all kinds. It's crazy.
Oh, jeez.
I know that there are pretty vivid stories out there to be told. Now, what do you have any upcoming drink that you're working on that you think you might compete with, or something that's just?
I actually, at the moment, I don't have anything I'm working on. I just had a competition about 2 weeks ago that I won. And that was a local Woodford competition, Woodford Reserve,
okay.
And I'm still waiting to hear the results to see if I'll get to go to New York for that.
Oh, that's cool.
It's sort of like another deal like that, or like the Bombay, where you do a regional and then they kind of satellite you into a bigger one,
Right.
if you're fortunate enough.
Have you been to New York?
Not since I was a kid, so I would love to go again.
It's a good time. That's
Yeah,
fun.
I went when I was maybe like 10 or 11.
Okay.
So I have good memories. I remember it, but not since I've been able to actually go out and explore on my own.
Right. Well, I spent some time in New York. Basically just enough time to
What was that?
get bail together. But yes, New York is quite an enjoyable place. We were thinking about going, making some major city stops here, and we just came back from San Antonio, which is a nice place. So I don't know if you've ever been there, but if you have a competition there, I'm sure you'll enjoy that as well. You are now. How many competitions do you? Do you normally, or do you enter these things? Is it something that they scout you out? How does that work exactly?
They do. Depending on the market, depending on the city, the town, they do quite a few throughout the year. Like I said, we've had 4 this year, and there's a couple that I was not eligible for. Some of them depending on they're usually held by a specific brand, and if you don't have that brand at your bar, it's really kind of hard for you to compete in it. So
Right.
There's a couple going on right now that I can't do just because I don't have that brand. And they really what they try to do is sort of gain sort of word of mouth about their particular spirit. So go to this bar and get this cocktail.
Sure.
And if I don't have that, it kind of puts me out of it. So there's one at the moment which they're sending local people to Mexico that I can't go in, and I'm a little sour about that.
Oh, I guess. Well, yeah.
So how does the competition work? You don't go somewhere and make your cocktail. They actually come to your bar?
No, they usually, well, actually, there have been some like that where they come to your bar. It kind of just depends. Usually, they set it up at a specific bar that evening, and maybe they'll pick an off night, like a Monday or a Tuesday, and they have all the bartenders come in and kind of take up a section of the bar. Is usually how it works.
Okay.
But you have to be serving that particular beverage at the bar at which you're bartending in order to compete.
Yeah, geez, the last one that was at the Woodford one I just did, people were coming up to me just afterwards and asking me for drinks, and I knew how to make it, so I just standing behind there making drinks at a bar I don't work at, and they're asking me how much it is, and I don't know, let me find out.
It's free.
Just give me whatever you think it's worth.
It's on me.
Well, I hope that you do get a chance to go to Mexico, because two things about Mexico: it's warm there, and two, at this point there shouldn't be anybody there, so you should have a lot of room to move around.
That's great.
Anyway, now you work at the bar Plat 99. Can you tell our listeners where that is? Are you still there, Devin?
Yeah, you cut out for a second.
I'm sorry.
You said something about my bar. What was that?
Yes, I said your bar is on fire. Run. No, I said if you would be so kind as to tell folks where Plat 99 is there in Indy, and how they can get there. Did I cut out again? I think I cut out again.
That's so hard.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's so hard. It's not. It's probably his connection. It's so hard when you're on a
Yes,
cell phone. I miss the landline days.
Yes. Well, I did telegraph myself. We're looking for the address to Plat 99. Where is that exactly?
It is in downtown Indianapolis. It is kind of just like a block out of the downtown area. It's 333 South Ohio or South Delaware Street. It's a brand new hotel, and it's sort of it's definitely different for Indianapolis. It's sort of the first thing, or the first kind of hotel like this. It's a boutique kind of art hotel.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people compare it to hotels in Europe, hotels in larger cities like Chicago and New York. And our cocktail bar itself is the biggest work of art in the hotel. We've got like 30 pieces of art throughout the whole hotel.
Oh, wow.
But the bar itself was commissioned by an artist, a famous artist named Jorge Pardo, and it's sort of hand painted tiles everywhere and 99 different handmade lanterns. So like when the lights go out, it looks really cool with the lanterns all lit up, and there's a huge sort of it's all encased in glass, so all the walls are glass. You see out into the city. It's really quite a beautiful place to work.
Well, I know exactly where that location is geographically. I've been in Indianapolis many times, so that may be something to come by and say hello. Now, the hotel in which the Plat 99 is located, I'm trying to remember the name of the hotel. Forgive me.
The Alexander.
The Alexander, thank you. I did do some snooping on TripAdvisor. It is one of the top-rated hotels that they have. I mean, it's very, like you said, it's a very unique step for Indianapolis, and it sounds like it's going to be a major place to be. So,
yes, we were voted into the top 10 new hotels in the country.
Yes,
so.
That's awesome.
We may have to come and hang out there and see, spend some time and see what's going on. For those of you from our immediate area here in the Philly area, if you're going to the Indianapolis 500, you better book your room now.
Yeah.
I know they just take over hotels for the whole month of May. They're just taking up. Devin, it was a distinct pleasure having a chance to speak with you and hearing about your competition. And do keep us posted. You can get on our website and keep in touch. Let us know, and we'll let folks know to look for your outcome at different events that you're in from now on.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me. It was wonderful.
Well, I certainly appreciate it. Good luck in all your competitions, and tell Michael thank you for his kindness as well. I spoke with him a couple of times. We wish you the best in all of your endeavors, and please, if you get a chance some Sunday, call back and let us know what's going on there in Indy.
Well, all right. Thank you. Take care.
Cool.
All right. To see you, Devin.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that was Devin Boyle from Indianapolis, competitor in the Bombay Sapphire most imaginative
That's
bartender
fun.
competition.
I mean, that's a fun thing to do.
Oh, absolutely.
You compete, you get to do something you love, and then you get to travel for free.
Well, I want to be a judge. That's the fun
Yeah,
part.
that would be great.
46 drinks
Yeah,
sitting there in
thanks.
front of you. All right, be right. Just
Yeah.
wake me up when it's time for me to
And
judge.
Bombay Sapphire's awesome
It
too.
is. It's a very good gin. Very nice and dry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have my personal favorite, which is probably right up there with that, but I won't mention it because we're being kind to
Yeah,
Bombay
that's my
right now.
personal favorite too. Your other personal favorite. It's a little bit cheaper gin, but
I make
like
it myself.
Depends on what you're drinking it in too, I think.
I just go around to juniper bushes and pluck the berries off.
Yeah, I remember the first time I always drank wine and like girly drinks and stuff. And we went to Philomena's in Berlin with my parents, and my dad got a gin and tonic, and there's going to be like a 2-hour wait. And he does not like to wait when we go out to restaurants. We were already there. My mom really wanted to go. So we sat at the bar, and I knew we were going to be there a while. And like I said, my dad's pretty impatient. And he said, "Oh, why don't you get a gin and tonic?" And I'm thinking, I might need a gin and tonic or two if I want to sit here and wait with you for 2 hours.
Yeah,
Because
waiting with your dad for 2 hours.
no, he doesn't
definitely-
even complain. He just gets fidgety and
Right,
like
that's what I'm saying.
irritated. It's
It's
not
like-
like he's a jerk or anything. He isn't.
No, he's
fun,
an
a fun
excitable
guy.
guy.
Yeah,
He's
he just gets
really
he gets fidgety and like just not like rude or anything. Just like he can't sit still.
Oh, he
and I'm like,
starts telling stories.
I'm gonna
and-
need a drink. So he got me a Tanqueray and tonic. Oh, I never
Yeah.
turned back after that. That
Yes.
was good. I think I had like 3 before dinner started. I wasn't driving home that night. Oh, I'm like, I can't believe I never
She wasn't
knew
waiting. She
about
was
this.
camping at that
Well,
point.
I always liked vodka. I usually drank vodka and tonic, but
I'm sorry, you've been what?
vodka. Shush now.
Vodka. VOKKA.
Stop. But I tasted that gin and tonic. So if anyone hasn't tried gin and tonic, now I don't like straight up martinis. I don't.
Oh.
That's not my thing. It's too much for me.
But it's the easiest.
And
the
I don't
world's
drink
easiest
shots.
mixed drink. I mean, it's,
But I mean, vodka and tonic is good, but gin's better, man. You just have to be careful because it tastes so good. You can't stop drinking it. It's really good.
so that's just a testament for on behalf of juniper berries everywhere.
Yeah, there you go.
And all of those types of imbibations,
Imbibations
or libations, if you will.
Libations. Whatever.
That's starting to sound pretty racy. So let's get off that. Okay, before we go to commercial, we will have another offering from Amy. What is
Yeah,
he pointing
just
at
a quick thing.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point out the top question on eHow this week.
eHow. Now
eHow.com.
And people can, if they're not familiar with
They
it.
ask a question, and there are people on there who I actually used to do that. They will actually pay you to type answers. I mean, it's complicated. You can't just type in an answer and post it. I mean, it has to be edited and go through revisions.
Like how to change a propeller on a Stearman or something
Exactly,
like that. Okay.
or how to replace the humidifier filter and whatever. So the top question on eHow this week: can you use the morning after pill at night? So that was our top question on eHow.
Apparently, Kelly Pickler submitted that one.
Yeah.
She's not one of the sharpest crayons in the box.
Yeah, she is not. So
Yes, well, you can, you actually can, but in answer to her second question, no, you have to swallow it, not insert it. Okay, so
that's wrong.
we will be investigating
Wow.
more of this scintillating radio in just a few moments. Right now, we're going to have a word from some folks that support our show. Thank you. Hey, everybody. This is Doc of the Doc and Amy Show. I just wanted to let you in on a secret of mine. CPS Computers. They've been serving the area's computer needs for over 8 years now, and when it comes to computers, they can help you out too. They have a wide variety of new PCs and laptops to choose from. They do free diagnostics, and they can repair your broken machine for you. That's CPS Computers. They're at 722 Mantua Pike at the Heights Plaza in Woodbury Heights, and they're between the Subway and the Dollar Tree. Visit them or call 856-251-1007. That's 251-1007. And be sure to tell them Doc and Amy sent you. Hey, if you'd like to be a guest on the Doc and Amy Show and exhibit your talent, let us know about it at www.thedocandamyshow.com, right there on the World Wide Web. That's thedocandamyshow.com. If you're an up-and-coming performer, if you have some kind of talent you'd like to showcase on our program, we'd love to have you. Just let us know. www.thedocandamyshow.com. You could be our next star. Well, and there you have it. An additional note, John, that I forgot to come in and have you help me record. I'm so sorry. Our friends at CPS Computer, I was just talking about there. They actually have a second location that we're talking about now, and that is in Cinnaminson, 1204 U.S. Route 130, Suite 4. They're in Cinnaminson. They can do all of the computer things that we just mentioned for you. And their phone number is 856-829-8300. That's 829-8300. CPS Computers. Give them a call. Either location, Woodbury Heights or Cinnaminson. They can help you out. So, now, thank you so much.
All right, I'll have to stop shopping now.
Yes, she's on the computer over here going.
Well, I don't like to shop, but I
yes, okay.
No, I don't. I really do. I don't like to go out in stores and shop, but I want to find good deals.
I'm not your therapist. You don't have to lie to me.
No, I don't. Seriously?
Yes. No, you like. It's not the shopping part.
It's the deal.
It's the conquest of finding
it's the
bargain.
conquest.
Yes,
it is. I'm a little obsessed.
I got this brand new Corvette for $10.
And he has to play along when I come home with the deals and tell him. He has to act like he's excited, or he gets in big trouble.
Or that I'm surprised that she managed to.
I get some deals though. Don't I work them?
Oh,
I know how to work a deal. Like CVS is my deal place too. People don't realize, but you can clean up there if you go online.
Retailers probably have you on their
watch
most
list.
wanted list.
Unlike the casinos where they have like the card counters,
or like the terrorists.
She's here again.
The terrorists on the deck of cards. You're the ace of spades.
Yeah. Yeah. She's here again. Alert! Alert!
Amy been buying. Yeah.
Tripper. Amy been buying.
So anyway, I was very excited to talk to Devin there. It's that
was cool. Yeah,
my
I like
woods,
that.
Yeah.
Now it makes me want to go take a Midwest road trip
again. Wow. Well,
I like the Midwest. I really do. Like we took that road trip like a year and a half ago, and we went to Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Canada. Doesn't sound like it would be interesting. We had so much fun.
And according to Amy, Canada is in the Midwest now. So
well, no, that was part of the trip. Oh, shush!
It's a state.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
Indeed, we saw things we can't talk about here.
What? We did not. But anyway, so since we were talking about shopping and Christmas and all that stuff, I have a list of some of the top things that kids this year are asking for Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yes. It used to be like a bike and a doll and things like that, but things have switched up a little bit.
And that is very true, and I did get the bike.
You did? Really?
Didn't get the doll.
Oh, okay. No. Sorry. I'll have to...
But they're like $6,000 the one I wanted. So
I thought it was a blow-up doll that you wanted.
Even better. Go ahead.
So the top things kids are asking for Christmas, the top 4 I have this week.
You have the top 4.
Now,
okay. This is going to be an ongoing thing.
This is going to be ongoing until we get to Christmas, because I'm sure it'll change each week as the new ads come out and things.
Oh, well, that's true. That's good thinking.
Yeah, so the top things kids are asking for Christmas
Do you have any music to go with this or anything?
Yeah, I do. Here we go. There we go. Okay.
Okay, apparently that was somebody cleaning his clarinet.
Yeah, it was. Yes. Okay. So the top things kids are asking for Christmas this year. Number 1, health insurance.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck. Sorry, you're not getting that. They sit on Santa's lap and he's like, "Sorry, children, I'm good, but I'm not that good."
Yeah, this site is not coming up.
No, it is not. Okay, so number 2. Every copy of From Justin to Kelly to be rounded up Nazi style and destroyed.
Okay.
Kids really feel that's important.
Okay, Justin and Kelly.
From Justin to Kelly. Remember that movie, Remember the American Idols, Kelly Clarkson and Justin, I want to say Timberlake, whatever his name was. They made that movie. It's famously poor and bad.
Oh, like
Yeah.
Sharknado. Yeah.
Like Sharknado, which we're going to talk about shortly. So,
Have you seen Sharknado, John?
No, I never.
oh,
Don't
dude, you
waste
got to watch
your time.
Sharknado.
Don't waste
We
your
watched
time.
it Friday night. It was clearly they shot the movie so that you'd watch it and be like, this is ridiculous. Like, no, the best part was they were in a bar and the hurricane was coming, and so you're supposed to be looking out of the bar into the ocean. The ocean's completely calm. It's sunny outside. They pan back into the bar, and all of a sudden there's a hurricane hitting the windows and sharks flying through. Then they show a pool and there's sharks in the pool, and they show it up top, and then they go up to show the underneath shot of the pool. It's the ocean. There's waves.
big pool.
There's coral. Like, it's not even a pool.
It was
like,
a
it's
very
clearly
nice
the
pool.
ocean.
It was, yes.
And then a shark comes by. This guy,
But don't ruin
standing
it for
there
everybody.
and
We'll
bites
talk
his
about it.
arm off,
Okay.
and the blood squirting everywhere.
Yeah.
It was.
It's not even gushing with with the frequency of his heartbeat. It's just a straight stream.
It just shoots.
50,
It's
60
like-
gallons come out of this guy.
It is, and then he's in a pool of blood. It had to be like 500 gallons of blood. Like, it wasn't.
So if you're out there listening to us right now, enjoying your dinner, you can call in.
Watch this.
856-227-1360.
Speaking of movies-
if you have seen Sharknado, can I finish this?
Well,
please?
I'm trying to finish my top 4 list.
I'm trying to give people a chance to
well, I
choke
think
down
we
their
should
chow
take
again.
this outside.
All right. Just another opportunity to get arrested. 227-1360. You can join this fun. Go ahead. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Speaking of movies, number 3 on the list of the top things children are asking for Christmas this year is a remake of National Lampoon's Christmas with John Boehner as Clark Griswold. Now, if you look at him, he kind of looks like him just a little bit.
I know, but see, the part for Chevy Chase was written to be stupid. It's just not, natural.
It would be natural for John Boehner. Okay, number 4. A mommy who doesn't bring home a new daddy named Oh God twice a week.
And it's a little hint for those of you who can't figure that out. It's not George Burns.
So those are top 4
Yeah.
things kids are asking for Christmas this year.
Now, John, do you have a singular standout favorite gift that you've gotten for Christmas in the past that is like your single most talked about, your favorite?
Nothing really. When I look back at all the gifts I got for Christmas as a kid, I don't even remember half of them.
See?
I really don't.
Yeah, which is kind of...
Did you hear that, darling?
I know.
Okay.
That's why I try to do stuff that... I get them the regular typical toys and things, but I try to get them things that'll mean something. Like, what my mom used to always get us that I loved? These huge, gigantic coloring books. Like, we'd walk down and she wouldn't wrap them, and they'd be sitting behind all our toys. And I remember that because it was something different. It was unique. Like, this huge... It was just so cool. Like, I try to get them stuff... Like Harrison says, I want ornaments this year because we were decorating the tree, and the whole tree were memory ornaments from vacation with the kids' names on it. Doc and I have one for the last 6 years with our first Christmas, our second, or it has the year on it or whatever. I have the kids back from when they were born. Then I got a firstborn and secondborn ornament for the kids. Well, I got girl ones. I didn't realize when I ordered them they were boy and girl, so they're girls. And one says firstborn and secondborn, but it makes it more memorable. Like,
yeah, so they'll, if they
no, but Nico collects snow globes, so I try to get him a snow globe every year. Like, I try to do gifts that they'll remember and cherish, and not just a bunch of stuff.
And if you collect snow globes, just bear in mind that
yeah.
if you're trying to get them on an airliner, it
Please.
ain't going to happen. The TSA is going to take it from you.
Yeah, we were trying to get back from San Antonio, and they pulled us aside to do a
Second can of worms
search.
I opened up, John.
And one of the snow globes had to be trashed. He was so upset. He took it well, but he spent his own money on the SeaWorld snow globe. And the woman was so nice. She was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's not your fault.
Nope.
It was right. It was like right over the ounce limit. And I I don't know about you, but I can't look at a snow globe and magically know how many ounces of liquid are in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I didn't know. It looked small enough to me. I thought it would be okay. But yeah, in Toronto, we have a crack smoking DUI doing mayor who's still in office, but my poor kid can't take a snow globe on an airplane.
If it had been full of crack, he'd have been fine.
I know,
It was
like
the fluid.
seriously.
It was
like,
the fluid. Yes.
It's crazy. So, but we try to do, we have a lot of Christmas traditions. Like one I started years back as I wanted to do a nice Christmas breakfast. But on the other hand, I want to enjoy the morning with the kids. I don't want to spend all morning cooking breakfast, right? So I have a waffle machine. I started making waffles and doing waffles and ice cream. They absolutely, positively love that. To them, because I'm like very health focused, so for them to be able to have waffles and ice cream for breakfast, they think that's the coolest thing in the world. And at least I'm making homemade waffles. Like I feel like I'm making something, but it's also fun and it's easy. So that's like, so the moral of the story is don't bring home a new daddy twice a week named Oh God. And make sure you create some fun, memorable Christmas traditions with your children and don't just focus on the gifts because they don't remember any of that.
What was my original question, John?
Talking about Christmas.
You know what? My new tradition is going to be to
it's like pulling a rope on a
poison you while you
chainsaw, man. I
sleep.
don't. It's, okay. Well, while Amy stops to breathe, we are.
You know what?
We had. I think my favorite or my most memorable Christmas gift was a 22-inch crash cymbal, a Zildjian crash cymbal for my drum set. However, the night before, there was a long, okay, I'm sorry. The coupons are so scintillating. This symbol is a kind of a downside. I had imbibed the night before. It was a tradition in our family.
How old were you?
Marginal. So anyway, the tradition was to get together. The whole family got together and played poker on Christmas Eve. Penny and quarter limit poker. And for hours and hours. And my dad had this auto repair shop, so we'd clear out the middle stall, put the transmission stand out in the middle, and the thing weighed a ton. So it took 4 of us to carry it. We'd cover it with a fender cover, a clean one. They saved one all year for this event, and played poker standing right there around that. And his customers would come in with bottles of booze and Christmas presents and things all night long. And some would stay to play poker with us, and it was just a heck of a good time. And I had a disappointment. I had a date with a couple of girls that night, and it didn't turn out because my brother had covered me with axle grease inadvertently. It's a long story. Anyway, I was ready to go, and now I'm just destroyed. So I started drinking the beer in the tapper and got pretty inebriated. And of course, the next morning, I was pretty hungover. My head wouldn't fit in this room, and my head was pounding. It was torture. And my dad, the first thing he did before anybody else got a gift, he went over and grabbed that 22-inch crash cymbal and dropped it on the hardwood floor right in front of me. And my ears rang until
taught you a
St.
lesson,
Patrick's
huh?
Day.
Or maybe not.
What are you peeing in a cup over there? What was that?
I thought that would be a nice sound effect.
You have a lot to learn about radio.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, I was thirsty.
So that rattling is ice. All of these added sounds, just pay no attention to those. Okay, well, that's going to be my story, John, because I can't, I really can't go into detail about it, and that's all the fun parts I have to leave out because we're on the radio.
I hate when that happens.
I know.
I have some fun parts.
I know. And we can't talk about those either.
Oh my gosh!
Thank you for very indelicately letting everyone know about that.
Gosh.
So now we're going to get some callers, by God.
There we go.
It's 856-227-1360.
Wow.
Do you have any fun parts?
Don't call us.
No, I want to hear about it. I want to hear all about it. No, you have something to...
Yeah, I just have a couple more things. Okay.
I'm not going there, John.
So over the weekend, Chris Christie got interviewed, and they asked him how it felt to be embarking on his second term of governor, and he said, "I'm on top of the world." In response, the world said, "Ouch."
I see. Okay.
That hurt. So, and then we have some new TV shows that are coming up. I always like to talk about the new shows that are coming, so everybody can be abreast of that. Speaking of parts.
Well, there you go.
Okay. So our first show is VH1.
You're a nut.
VH1's Behind the Music, when Jews record Christmas albums.
Okay.
Sounds interesting.
Oy.
It's a new take on
When
Jews
what's the-
recording
what's the
Christmas albums.
Yes.
It's called VH1's Behind the Music. Haven't you ever heard of that show?
They're beginning to look a lot like Christians.
No, VH1's Behind the Music is a very famous. They go behind the music.
I understand. Yes, I have.
Yeah, when
yes,
Jews
I
record
didn't.
Christmas albums.
I didn't just crawl out from under the sticky side of a
Oh,
rock
okay,
here.
okay.
And by the way, we're all everything is all in fun here. We aren't.
What's the big deal? There's lots of Jewish
Can I
people
finish
who
my
recorded
sentence?
Christmas albums.
Will you just move over there?
Oh my God!
I was not trying to disparage anyone, and
Oh.
I had forgotten by this point of the show. I should have wished our listeners a happy Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
That's
Yes.
happening currently, and so those of you out there who are celebrating that, happy Hanukkah to you. Certainly, we are just having fun.
We are. Okay.
At least to this point.
The next one is a post-apocalyptic show. Basically takes place after the tectonic plates have shifted around the Earth and all the continents, and it's called Hawaii 90210. You like that one? Okay, there we go. And from the producer,
You don't have to go so far for your Maui Wowie.
oh my gosh, from the producers of 24, 60 Minutes, and the first 48 comes the second 12 before the end of the first half, starring Kiefer Sutherland.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that a sports show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Our next one is The Golden Girls.
On ESPN2.
The next one is The Golden Girls, starring R. Kelly and Paris Hilton on Showtime at night.
That's likely to have a long run.
That's oh God, that's so wrong.
I'm sorry. It's
And then we have
a little trickle-down comedy for you.
Food Network's Chopped, the Celebrity Edition, starring Jeffrey Dahmer and Lorena Bobbitt. And then do you want to tell our
One
last
short
one?
episode.
Our last one? Right there.
Well, that's mine anyway.
I know.
She's writing down my stuff, John. Like she's going to take it. Well, this is going to be kind of a letdown anyway. But for those of you, we give a nod to everyone in Indiana, and for this, we'll exclude Devon. But it's kind of a redneck place, and they were looking around trying to find some idea for a reality show for Indiana. And they went back in the archives and found something they could copy. So now, look this upcoming season for Queer Eye for the Double Wide.
That's classic.
Yeah, too much setup.
Yeah.
What, too soon? Anyway.
And then in very tragic news,
We'll keep it on the light side.
earlier this weekend, a passenger train in New York derailed, killing 4. Vince Vaughn's career also derailed, injuring the 4 people who saw his movie Delivery Man this weekend. So it's all over for him.
Yeah,
So
you shouldn't take the train to the movies. That's a lesson right there. I would think.
poor Vince Vaughn. Yeah, I think that I've seen commercials for that, and I try to, when they come on, talk to the kids, like so they can't hear what's going on, and I can see like the first time they listened to it, they were like, "How can someone have 500 kids?" Like, and I'm like, "Please don't ask me. Please don't ask me." So I just try to talk to them and distract it when the commercial's on. What am I going to say?
You can say they're
How do you answer that question?
they're just trying to beat that Mormon couple that had their,
Oh, I know,
yeah.
really. 19 and counting.
Yes. What are their names?
I forget.
Yeah,
They all
see,
their
they're
kids' names
has-beens.
start with a J. I can't remember right now. Whatever.
Jesus, Joseph.
Jesus 1,
Jehoshaphat.
Jesus 2.
George.
Oh my gosh. But we do have some Thanksgiving tweets that you so kindly sent me.
Yes, and I worked very hard on the show, which
You
is
did.
unusual for me.
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask John so that we get this done early, so that people will know. Are you asking for anything specific for Christmas that people should know about?
No, nothing for Christmas. I'm
Nothing?
kind of past that stage.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Well, surely there's something you need, like a transmission.
Transmission.
I don't know. I really don't have anything on my list, to be honest
That's
with you.
good. That's a good way to be. Either do I.
By God, I do. So if you
Yeah,
would like
he has a list of stuff.
Just go to our
none
website.
of which he's getting.
Go to our website, www.thedocanamyshow.com. I will post my complete Christmas list, for which I'll have to add 3 or 4 pages, I'm sure. And you can feel
jeez.
free to, help me out on that.
Yeah, help him out.
Excuse me, I just, I think I swallowed a bug.
That's great. Oh my,
so
oh my.
we have, now these are celebrity Thanksgiving tweets.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
have the background?
No, I don't have any
sound?
background. They're just the background of the. I thought you meant the background of the tweets.
No.
That's a really bad turkey.
Yeah, that wasn't the sound effect we had talked about. But,
It was supposed to be a turkey gobble.
No, it wasn't. But whatever. Please, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Do you mind?
There we go. Okay.
There we
Jimmy Fallon says, "Thank you. The day after Thanksgiving, or as the makers of sweatpants call it, the busy season."
Yes.
Here we go. You gotta love that one. Chelsea Handler, I need autocorrect for my mouth.
No kidding.
I'm with
Can
you on
we
that.
get some more of that background noise? Can
I'm
you pump that up?
trying. I have to flip back and forth. It's very complicated.
Ah.
Rebel Wilson, new pickup line to try today. Hey, are you a turkey? Because I want to gobble you up and then fall asleep.
Oh, that's it. There you go. That's
Wow, that is
sounds very.
pretty
manlike.
lame. Okay,
Can we get some more of the background noise there?
I don't think we can make it any louder.
Well, maybe John can.
Okay. Lena Dunham, she says, my father learned all these dirty jokes for Thanksgiving, then wore a vest and didn't tell them. I still don't
Okay.
get that. Dane Cook, I've injected the turkey with sodium thiopental. This dinner's about to turn into an episode of Homeland. I guess you have to watch Homeland, but I kind of get the gist of that.
Yes.
Rob Delaney, unfollowing lifelong friends and valued colleagues for posting pictures of food today. Think you get a pass on Thanksgiving? Think again. This is a good one.
We can hear tons of people eating in the background.
Yeah.
That's ingenious.
You like that?
I do.
Okay.
I was proud of myself for thinking of it.
Conan O'Brien, in honor of Hanukkah falling on Thanksgiving, I'm going to spend dinner feeling guilty about everything I have to be thankful for.
That's our guy right there.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. And then Megan Amron, she always posts funny things. So grateful for 66% of my family.
Well, she certainly got me beat.
Hey! Oh, you mean your original family,
Yes.
your birth family?
Yes.
We're your adopted
The Addams family. Yes.
Yeah.
And here's just a little trivia for you, John. Did you know the Addams family? Charles Addams was born in like 1912. He wrote the book, and he modeled that famous house that was in the series.
Yeah.
Off of a house in Westville, New Jersey, where he grew up.
Really?
Yes. So when you see the Addams Family on the old reruns on television, or I don't know if they used the same thing for the movie or not, that house from Westville, New Jersey.
Never knew that.
Yes.
Wait, it wasn't Westville.
It was Westville.
Westbrook.
It was Westville.
No
Please.
way, it was?
Yes.
That's where my dad grew up, like our Westville.
In that house.
Where is it?
In Westville. I don't know. I don't know. We'll take a ride to all the haunted houses in Westville. You do have a song for us to close with. Now, we did, get to talk to Devin today. That was very good. So those of you who are going to Indianapolis, please stop by and see him there at Platte 99. We would like to let you know that you can visit our website with archive shows, maybe not this one, at www.thedocanamyshow.com. You can follow us, you can twit with us, The Doc and Amy Show,
No, Doc and Amy Show.
at whatever.
At Doc and Amy Show.
At
That's
Doc and
it.
Amy Show.
Yes.
Yeah, just so twit that and you're good. And as always, you can call us here live in the studio when we are
Here.
during the show, 5 to 6 p.m. on Sundays, 856-2 877-271-360. Now, if what we're going to do, this is the official transition from the Thanksgiving holiday to the Christmas holiday. This is Todd Chappelle ringing in the Christmas season for you. Thank you for joining us. See you next week.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and parking on the street. Christmas Eve will find me. I'll be home for Christmas if you fire Andy Reid. Merry Christmas, Philadelphia.